The moons of Mars. Phobos and Deimos are Mars' two moons. They have a wavy form. Both are named after the Greek legendary twin figures Phobos, fear and panic, and Deimos, horror and dread, who accompanied their father Ares into battle, and were found by American astronomer Asaph Hall in August 1877. The Romans called Mars, the god of war, Ares. Phobos and Deimos are minor moons compared to the Earth's moon. Deimos is 12.6 kilometers, 7.8 miles, broad and weighs 2,015 kilograms, while Phobos has a diameter of 22.2 kilometers, 13.8 miles, and a mass of 1,081,016 kilograms. With an orbital period of 7.66 hours and a semi-major axis of 9,377 kilometers, 5,827 miles, Phobos orbits Mars more closely than Deimos, which has an orbital period of 35 hours and a semi-major axis of 23,460 kilometers, 14,580 kilometers. When the moons of Jupiter were discovered, speculation regarding the moons of Mars had already started. When Galileo Galilei used the anagrams Mesmerum Poetum Binanitares for Altissimum Planetam Tergeminum Observavi, I have observed the most distant planet to have a triple form, as a hidden report about his having observed two bumps on the sides of Saturn, later discovered to be its rings. Johannes Kepler had misinterpreted it to mean Salvum Bistinium Gemine, hello, furious twins, sons of Mars. Jonathan Swift's satire Gulliver's Travels, 1726, mentions two moons in Part 3, Chapter 3, The Voyage to Laputa, where Laputa's astronomers are said to have discovered two satellites of Mars orbiting at distances of 3 and 5 Martian diameters with periods of 10 and 21.5 hours. This passage may have been inspired by Kepler and quotes Kepler's third law of planetary motion. Phobos and Deimos have real orbital distances of 1.4 and 3.5 Martian diameters, and their corresponding orbital periods are 7.66 and 30.35 hours. They were both discovered in 1877, more than a century after Swift's novel. Swift allegedly discovered and translated data that Martians left on Earth in the 20th century, according to V.G. Perminov, a spacecraft designer of early Soviet Mars and Venus spacecraft. The majority of astronomers, however, believe that Swift was merely using a typical argument of the time, since Jupiter had 4 known satellites at the time, Earth had 1, and the inner planets Venus and Mercury had none. Mars must therefore have 2. It was also assumed that they were small and around Mars because they had not yet been found. Swift could then determine their orbital distances and revolution velocities with a fair degree of accuracy as a result. Additionally, Swift's friend and mathematician John Arbuthnot might have provided some assistance in his calculations.